What's going on, guys? It's Deathmonk here. Today we're going to be talking about everything that we need to know for the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 multiplayer beta. So I'm going to be doing a separate videos for the multiplayer beta as well as the zombies beta. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. I'll keep you guys updated as best as I possibly can. So without further ado, let's check this out. So as you guys may be aware, Call of Duty Next just concluded last night. So this is going to be really interesting. So as you guys can see, we've just recently got a blog post, one of which talks about everything that was communicated during the actual Call of Duty Next event, which I will link down in the description for those who want to check that out. And I'm just going to go straight into this. So as you guys can see, there's currently a training course that's going to be going live during the beta itself, where you can learn the basics, including the updated Omni movement and firing systems, as well as other Black Ops 7 combat innovations in the training course on the multiplayer map The Forge. Found alongside the other beta mods, the training course is available, and the skills learned here should get you trained up and ready to take on the competition. It's recommended to start a multiplayer journey here, whether you're new or returning players, so get down the fundamentals and dominate the opposition. So that's going to be really interesting. So as you guys can see, there's various different trainings for zombies as well. Gobblegums, all of the gobblegums you get to use, very, very interesting. So before you do anything, be sure to equip your favourite operator. There are 8 to choose from, and they can all be accessed via the operator's menu. Then when you hit level 4, you'll unlock custom loadout classes, where you equip the weapons you unlock through your progression journey to the beta level cap. Once you reach that cap, you'll have access to 16 weapons, including 3 assault rifles, 3 SMGs, an LMG, a marksman, 2 sniper rifles, 2 shotguns, 2 pistols, a launcher, and a melee weapon. So that's really interesting. And as you guys can see, for those who may not be aware, if you'd like to learn even more about everything movement, including the updated Omni movement features, ensure you play the multiplayer training in-game. So that's really interesting. So as you may be aware, there are 6 different maps and 6 different modes you'll be able to play during the beta, each with their own guide to teach you the basics, ins and outs, and tips and tricks. So beta early access maps and modes. So as you guys can see, it's going to be 4 core 6v6 maps that's going to be happening during the weekend itself. Now apparently 4 of those are the Forge, Cortex, Exposure and Imprint. Now I'm not exactly sure where the other 2 have gone, but that's really interesting. That's interesting to take a note of. So beta early access begins with 3 maps and 4 modes, with an additional map and the introduction of zombie survival on Van Dorn Farm once the beta is underway. So these ones are going to be the first 4 that we get to play on. So we've got the Forge, which is this map, as you guys can see, which is one of the fan favourites of the developers. Very, very interesting stuff. Then we've also got Cortex, to stand on a cliffside compound conducting experimental research for the guild. Then we've also got Exposure, which takes place on a area of desert, I believe in the Australian outback, I've been informed. So that's going to be really interesting. Then we've also got Imprint, which is a snow map. Very, very interesting stuff. Now, just as a heads up, there's a Van Dorn Farm zombie survival mode. That's going to be really interesting. Game modes, there's going to be Overload, which is where you have to bring the Overload device to the enemy zones to overload them, so it's kind of like a variation of Uplink. Team Deathmatch, there's also Domination, Hardpoint, Kill Confirmed, which are all the majority of the standard ones there. Then as you guys can see, we also get to look at the beta early access progression. So I'm just going to go quickly through these here, guys. So level 0, these are the immediate unlocks. So you get the M15 Mod 0 by default. So that's a full auto AR, which is this one on screen. This is also the weapon that you get to use if you pre-ordered the game. Then you'll be able to actually access like a beta blueprint. So that is really interesting. Make sure you guys check that out. I have covered that in one of my previous videos. What else have I got here? The Radin 45K SMG, which is full auto. There's also the Mark 78 LMG. So that's going to be a full auto LMG there. VS Recon Sniper Rifle, which is bolt action. An M10 Breacher Shotgun, which is pump action. A Jaeger 45 Secondary Weapon Pistol, which is semi-auto. And there's also the Flatline Mark II melee weapon. Level 2 progression unlocks included the beta player animated emblem. Now I believe I got a little bit of footage from that. If I managed to find it, I'll put it on screen, but that's really interesting. There's also a shotgunner loadout, default loadout there for private level 2, very, very interesting. Progression unlocks for level 3 include the Overwatch loadout, which is for sniper rifles and SMG backup. Level 4, which will be Lance Corporal 1, the progression unlocks is the custom loadouts. Player customizable loadouts will allow you to select weapons, equipment and perks. There's also the MXR-17 primary AR, which is full auto as well. A flak jacket perk, which reduces incoming explosive and fire damage. Level 5 is a sticky grenade, aka the Semtex. RCXD, a score streak and attack sprinter perk, which enables tactical sprint but reduces normal sprint speed. Level 6 is the beta award called the Gun Flex emote, which is interesting. Cryo Freeze, this is one of the zombies ammo mods that's going to be coming. That's really interesting there. Level 7 is the M8A1 marksman rifle. There's also the flashbang tactical equipment and the lightweight perk, which increases movement speed, jump, slide and dive further as well. Level 8 is the fast hands perk and the UAV score streak. On top of this, the frenzied guard zombies field upgrade. Level 9 is the cold-blooded perk, the trophy system field upgrade and the symbol monkey for zombies. Level 10 is the Dravik 45 primary weapon SMG, which is full auto. Gung Ho perk, which fire while sprinting, improved movement speed while reloading or using equipment. Level 11 is the beta neon sticker, which is a beta award. HKDS or HKD's score streak. Aerial payload delivers wheeled hunter-killer drones which seek targets and explode. Level 12 is the pinpoint grenade tactical equipment, which can detect enemies within its range and close. Enemies are shot with tracking devices which can be removed by victims. Blast Link perk. Explosive damage marks enemies on your minimap. Grant this benefit to all allies and unscore when they deal explosive damage. And the Fireworks ammo mod for zombies. Level 13 is the ARC M1 launcher, the Overkill wildcard, which allows you to equip any non-melee weapon in primary and secondary slots. Active camo field upgrade as well, so that's going to be really good. So that's where you can become invisible for a short period of time. Level 14 is the Bank Roll perk. Start each dive with plus 150 score towards score streaks. Counter UAV score streak, a drone that scrambles all enemy minimaps, and healing aura for zombies. Level 15 is the Beta Beast's Weapon Charm Beta Reward, Combat Axe Lethal Equipment, and Assassin perk. So that's really interesting there. Level 16 is the Peacekeeper Mark 1 AR. So that's going to be interesting. Gravemaker Store Streak. Assemble a portable one-hit kill sniper rifle that can reveal and eliminate targets behind cover. Now that's going to be really overpowered, guys. So that's really interesting. And the Charge Link perk. Faster field upgrade charge rate. Grant this benefit to all allies. Score when nearby allies use their field upgrades. And level 17 progression unlocks are the Stim Shot tactical equipment, the Ghost perk, which is basically prevents getting detected by scalpels or UAV when moving, planting, defusing or controlling a score streak, and Napalm burst for zombies. Level 18, the Point Turret lethal equipment, a Gearhead perk, which is 2 field upgrade charges, booby trap care packages, and Echo Unit, a holographic soldier decoy tricks enemies and captures into holds objectives. So that's interesting. Level 19 is the XR3 Ion Sniper Rifle, which is the 3-round burst. Close Shave perk, automatically use your dedicated melee attack when you perform a weapon butt attack. And the Toxic Growth field upgrade for zombies. Level 20 is 4 items here. So got the Beta Maverick Operator skin and the Beta Leader Operator skin, which are both beta awards. VTOL Warship Score Streak, and also the Gunfighter Wildcard, which is basically gives you 3 extra attachment points for your primary weapon. So that is really interesting to think about there, guys. So it looks like the beta cam only appears to be level 20, unlike previous games where it was 30, but that's because it's only one weekend, and usually betas typically last 2 weekends, so I'm fine with that. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of that in the comments box down below. Open beta maps. In addition to all the early access content, the open beta plans to introduce 2 new maps plus additional surprises. So as you guys can see, up during the first few days, we're going to be getting access to the Forge, Cortex, Exposure and Imprint. And during the open beta towards, I think it's the 5th to the 8th of October, it'll be Blackheart and Toshin will also be added. Game modes, so as you guys can see, during the early access and the open beta will be TDM, Domination, Hardpoint, Kill Confirmed, Overload, and for the Zombies fans, Zombie Survival Van Dawn Farm. But that's only going to be available between October the 3rd and October the 6th, so just be aware of that, guys. And during the open beta, they're going to be adding Search and Destroy, so that's confirmed. as you guys can see, the open beta core maps, for those who haven't seen them yet. So this is Blackheart, where you can deploy to a nautical drilling platform, extracting essential resources for guild projects, and Toshin, which we've got a little bit of gameplay of. So basically this is the Japanese one, so that's really interesting to think about there. Then, as aforementioned, we've got the Forge, Cortex, Exposure, and Imprint. Very, very interesting stuff there, guys. Let me know what you guys' opinions are of that in the comments box down below. I'm just going to skip over the zombie stuff because this one's primarily multiplayer focused. So this is really interesting. As aforementioned, there's all the what's the word I'm looking for? Items that we can unlock. Then I'm just going to skip ahead. So we've got so basically I've already covered levels 1 through 20, but this is during the open beta when they're going to increase the level cap to 30. So as you guys can see, if you reach level 21, you can unlock the Shadow perk Strategist, which is undetectable to enemy traps and mines. Then you can also unlock the Shadow Rift's ammo mod for zombies. Level 22, Code 9 Pistol, which is a full auto Watchdog Helo, as well as the Guardian perk, faster healing while capturing or holding objectives. Level 23 is the Master Gunnery Sergeant Level 2 Beta Survivor Loading Screen reward, which is a beta reward, so that's one you get to keep. There's also the Bruiser perk, which is melee kills and finishing moves with players' health and earn extra score, and the LT-53 Casimir for zombies. Level 24, the Psych Grenade Tactical Equipment, explodes an impact with the ground, releasing a lingering cloud of hallucinogenic gas, and the Magla Cannon for zombies. Level 25, the Razor 9mm SMG, and the Engineer perk. See enemy equipment and score streaks through walls and score streaks on the minimap. Aim at them to see target information. Level 26, the Needle Drone Lethal Equipment, Hunter's Instinct perk, and the perk Greed wildcard. So that's really interesting. Level 27, we've got the Beta Conqueror calling card and the Vendetta perk. On respawn, mark your killer's last non-position for a short duration and get bonus score for killing that enemy, and as well as the Brain Rot ammo mod for zombies. Level 28, we've got the Echo 12 primary shotgun, which is double-barreled. Squad Link field upgrade. Deploy device that boosts score and improves effectiveness of allied operators and gadgets in range. And the Ninja perk, which is move more quietly. I'm not quite sure why they call it Ninja, not Dead Silence, personally. Level 29 is the Looper perk. Gain the ability to re-earn score streaks in the same life. And Ether Shroud for zombies, so that's really interesting. And finally, level 30 is the Beta Legend Weapon Blueprint for the M15 Mod Zero. That was the really cool looking item that we can unlock for that. And finally, the Rhino Score Streak. Remotely controlled an armoured robotic soldier equipped with a deadly minigun. So that's really interesting. And if you, as I've mentioned about all those beta awards that you notice against each individual progression, if it does mention the word beta reward against each one in this blog post, then that means that these are items that you get to keep and will transfer over to the main game upon launch. So that is really interesting. So as you guys can see, you've got the animated emblem beta player, the Gunflex emote, the beta neon sticker, which actually does look pretty cool, the weapon charm beta beasts. There's also the two operators there, so you got Faulkner and Relin. We've also got the Beta Survivor loading screen, the Beta Survivor calling card, and finally the Beta Survivor blueprint for that M15 Mod Zero. Very, very interesting stuff there, guys. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are there. And as you guys can see, you can actually track your progress during the beta. So there's two ways of doing this. Basically, all you need to do is basically go on Twitter at Call of Duty, and basically mention your Activision ID, that includes your hash number, at Call of Duty, and type in BO7 beta stats. I believe that might be a hashtag. I'll have to double check on that when it eventually goes live. Or you can go to their microsite, callofduty.com/BO7 beta stats, which I will linked down the description when that website goes live. So that's really interesting. Let me know what your guys' opinions are of that in the comments. Now, if you do pre-order Black Ops 7, you can also receive a Gobblegums Monster Pack, which includes all 9 rare Gobblegums, epic Gobblegums, legendary Gobblegums, Perkaholic Gobblegum ×3. That's really good. That's really interesting stuff there, guys. Let me know what you guys' opinions are of this in the comments box down below. Now, if you follow any well-known live streamers on Twitch, if you watch any Support-A-Creator with drops enabled during the Black Ops 7 beta goes live, you can actually earn some pretty extra cool rewards, including the third eye weapon charm, a going live emblem, a helm piercer weapon blueprint for one of the snipers, but what it appears to be, and the beta prepped calling card. So that is pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys' opinions are of that in the comments. As you guys can see, there's also PC specs, so this is what you need as a minimum to basically access the beta itself if you plan to play on PC. Very, very interesting stuff there, guys. Now, we are expecting the preload to be going live later today, fingers crossed, if all goes to plan, but if it actually does happen in any of the platforms, I'll let you guys know, so make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, don't forget the notification bell so I see more videos. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.